bought some new gear. Hey guys, it's John from JDS Weddings, a wedding photography company in Birmingham, UK, and I've been away for a couple of weeks. I had a few things to do, weddings, back to back, that kind of thing. Only now just getting through the editing process. I've just received a package from MPB, which is a great second-hand place to buy gear. It's not sponsored, by the way, I've been using them for quite a long time. They helped me facilitate my trade-in of my Fujifilm gear to my Sony gear. So now I'm shooting with a A7 IV and a lovely wide-angle lens on there, the Tamron 17-28. But wide-angle lenses are great, 24-70mm are great, but I do need a portrait lens, and I have opted for an 85mm. Let's get out of the box and see what's inside. So the lens I chose after a bit of research is the Zeiss Batis or Batis, I'm not really sure, 85mm 1.8 prime lens for Sony E-mount. Inside the box, by the way, you just get a load of stuff from MPB talking about their environmental aspects, which is super cool. And I needed a lens which has really good low aperture, so 1.8 is absolutely fine for myself. I needed one with good background separation or compression, depends on which way I want to go. 85 is going to be better. 100mm, 200mm, I've had those zoom lenses before, they're great. Those 70-200s and 135mm primes are great. I have them in the past as well, I've owned a lot of gear. I'm looking for something lightweight and with incredible sharpness. The Zeiss range, I was using the 55 Zeiss for a while, and I've used them on my Hasselblad back in the day. They're known for their sharpness. Inside an MPB box, don't get much, it's really just a little bit of a plain brown packaging really. Paperwork, and there you go. You can see straight away this is the Batis 85 1.8. Nothing else in the box. And this is going to be my first impression unboxing of it. I've used the Sigma 85 1.4 in the past. That was with my Canon back in the day, and I've also used the Canon 85 1.2. Borrowed it from a friend. Incredibly slow to focus. I know that 1.4s and 1.2s exist out there, but I need speed, and the difference between 1.4 and 1.2, especially when you have cameras nowadays which don't need to have that low aperture exclusively for shooting at lower ISOs, don't need that anymore. Cameras are really good. So I opted for the 1.8 because it's smaller, it's cheaper, it's more lightweight, and it will still achieve the look I'm after. I don't think any couple or anyone really is going to hire you because you shoot a 1.2 over a 1.8 lens, and I don't think in real world terms, unless you're shooting another photographer, they're going to notice the difference. So I would stay away from maybe modding a 1.2 and sticking out with a Canon EF mount. On here we have a 85 which is stabilized as well, and check this out. You've got the internal diagram of what the optics look like. Zeiss on the back, very nice. Give that a little open. Oh, look at that. Nice, nice blue foam. That is, whew, one sec. Make sure I don't fall out. Look at that right there. That is a nice looking presentation of a lens. The lens itself is still heavy, man. This is a chunk of machinery. And we've got the lens hood. That's quite nice. When I was buying this, there's nothing else in the box by the way. When I was buying this, I was looking into the design. I'm not really a fan of the smooth edge design, this kind of thing. It's not me, I prefer the more industrial look, the harder edges. Down the side here, we also have some, let's see what we've got. Test certificates, 3-year warranties, instruction manual on how to use a lens, which is interesting. I don't know what even going to be in there. Even more paperwork, warranty, even more paperwork. This is the original sales receipt. So someone else, and I've got their customer details, so this maybe should have been destroyed. I'm going to shred this for him. It was bought 2019 for $735. I picked it up for way less than that. MPB, power of second hand. So moving the nice box aside, let's get onto this. So you can see, if we get a focus on that one, there we go. So we've got a little bit of focus, so you've got the Zeiss icon there, another one on the other side as well. Plain back, we've got an OLED marker here, so it's actually going to show depth and distance there. Got the 85mm mark there, made in Japan on the back. This lens hood is going to be plastic, but this feels like metal, which is actually really nice. It is metal. Little lens, Jesus. Little lens, just sort of size for that. Lens cap, there we go, is 67mm. I don't have any filters for that, but I'm sure I can get a step up for my ND. Huge, huge, there you go. Huge front element. Isn't that nice? And it's got the T-star, the world famous T-star right there, which shows that it is a Zeiss lens. It's got the anti-reflective coatings, and it's what separates Zeiss from the rest of the world of photography, essentially. On the back we have a gasket, so it is relatively weather sealed. Nice little blue gasket there as well, which is fashionable people. Little blue icon for showing you where the focus, where the lock, sorry, is going to be. Is it going to get? Is it? There we go. Got a little blue icon. I don't know if you can see right there. That's just going to show you the point to where to mount. And what I'm going to do is just pop it on. Go on. Just going to pop it on the A7 III. I will do a review on this Samyang at some point. It is an absolute godsend of a lens. There you go, that's quite nice. So there you see, it is quite a large lens. Take the front off, it gets a little bit smaller. You've got that flared edge just there, you've got the flared edge, which is just sticking out a bit. Kind of looks a bit weird without a... I'm going to hide behind this now. Kind of looks a little bit weird without the lens hood on it. Huge front element there, and if I power this on, hopefully something's going to appear. There we go. Right, what do we got? What do we got? We've got power, quick to focus. Right, I'm just going to pop this into manual mode a second, because I think that does not turn on unless it's in manual. You're right, there you go. So it's in manual now. So you can see it's got the focus markers that have appeared in OLED at the top. And that is real nice. So let's get focus. So you can see when you move the rubberized ring, that changes nice and easily. Looking through it, it's punched in with one of my settings so I can see critical focus. Let's have a little go. Nice. But I'm not in manual focus at all, so I'm going to put that back on AFC. Very fast to focus. Nice. When I was looking for the right lens to get, I was comparing the Sigma DGDN, which is for Sony mirrorless cameras. I was comparing that versus this versus a Samyang, because I've had good work with this so far. So I was hoping that their 8514, or was it 1.8, would be up to scratch. I use it for hybrid, something between video and photo. So I needed both, and the Batis was the one lens that could keep up with autofocus, both facial tracking, subject tracking, really snappy one-shot focus for photos and also on video. The colour was good, there wasn't a colour tint like there was on some of the other ones, and it was at a good price point as well. Good price point and weight as well. Now the one thing I would say about this, because I just picked it up, that is very slippy. Wouldn't probably pick your camera up like that very often. And it's worth noting that the lens ring does not work unless you're on manual focus. Super fast. Quite happy with it. I'll post an updated video when I can on some sample images I'll be taking out to weddings. I've got 2 this weekend. So I'll be using that on my secondary, so on my A7 III. Then I'll be using the big 2470 on my A7 IV. The only other lenses that I have is this Tamron 1728 and 105mm Nikon lens with an adapter that I just use if I need even more reach. So I've actually programmed the bin button on the back to punch in. It goes to APS-C mode, so it's 1.5 times magnified. So if I have 100mm, it's now 150mm, relatively speaking, just in case I'm too far away or I can't get any shots, that kind of thing. That is my unboxing of the very simple Zeiss Batis 85mm 1.8 for Sony E-mount. If you like this kind of content, maybe you're a wedding photographer, maybe you're just a Sony shooter, stick around and subscribe. I'll see you in a future video.